I would say we are highly encouraged by what we've seen on a visual basis.
Welcome to Proven and Probable, where we deliver mining insights and bullion sales in the form of physical delivery, offshore depositories, and private blockchain distributed ledger technology.
Welcome to Proven and Probable. I'm your host, Maurice Jackson. Today, we will find out the latest developments from Millrock Resources regarding drilling and assay results on the 64 North Gold Project located in the prolific Tintina Gold Province in Alaska. Joining us for a conversation is Gregory Beischer, the CEO of Millrock Resources. Mr. Beischer, welcome to the show, sir.
Good afternoon, Maurice. Glad to be back with you again.
Gregory, for someone new to Millrock Resources, please introduce the opportunity the company presents to the market.
Yeah, Millrock's a generative early-stage exploration company. We look for gold and copper and other metals, primarily here in Alaska, my home base. And the idea is to find a giant ore deposit and sell it to a major mining company, hopefully making a fortune for our shareholders in the process.
Millrock has an expansive property bank with projects in Alaska, British Columbia, and Mexico, along with royalty and equity positions in other companies. Focusing on the former, take us to Alaska, where Millrock has generated quite a bit of excitement, I should say, in the market, and introduce the 64 North Gold Project.
It really is a great project, Maurice. We've built a huge land position that surrounds the Pogo gold mine, and we've got a really highly compelling drill target right next door to the mine, within sight of it, in fact. And so in early March, on the 8th, in fact, we initiated the first drilling program to test the targets we've developed. Unfortunately, we've had to curtail the drilling. The contractor decided that it was best to retrench his workers back to their home base of Idaho before any travel restrictions were instituted. He didn't want his people stranded in Alaska. And so, unfortunately, it meant that we had to pause the program. But fortunately, we've been able to complete one hole in full and part of a second one. And I would say that we're quite encouraged by what we saw in the first drill core out of the project.
Well, you stole the thunder from my next question, which was how are operations being affected by the coronavirus? But let me ask you this, from a team perspective, has anyone been affected?
No, thankfully everyone is completely healthy. All of the technical and admin staff are working from home. And, you know, it's just a bit unfortunate because the reality is the drill crew and geologists that we had on site were probably some of the safest people on Earth. They were completely isolated from the rest of the human population with almost no interaction with the outside world. So it's tough calls to make, but that's the call that the contractor made. And so we've got to live with that. This is really uncharted territory for all of us, and we just have to make the best possible decisions we can going forward. You know, the mayor of Anchorage made what I thought was quite a good statement a week or 10 days ago, and when he said that, you know, we'll never know if we overreacted or we reacted too soon, but we'll definitely know if we underreacted or didn't do enough. And I think those are good words to live by in the current environment.
Well, if you're going to panic, panic early. Mr. Beischer, let me ask you this. You stated that you cleared the first drill hole. What do you plan to do with that in the duration of this pause right now?
Right. Well, we've got the core back in our core logging facility in Fairbanks, Alaska. We've logged the entire first hole. We're in the process now of cutting that core in half. Half of it, of course, will go into the assay laboratory so that they can tell us exactly how much gold is in the core. The other half is retained for visual observations going forward. So we've got that done. Those samples should be going into the laboratory today. So we're looking at assay results to be received about a month from now.
Sounds quite encouraging. In closing, Mr. Beischer, what message would you like to share with shareholders?
Well, I would say, Maurice, it really was quite encouraging. Visually, the core looked excellent. It was just what we were looking for. We saw an abundance of quartz veins transecting the rocks. There was strong wall rock alteration around those veins. And best of all, there was obvious sulfide mineralization, pyrite, arsenopyrite, and in one case, a little bit of bismuthinite. And all three of those elements are excellent indicators of gold in the general region. In fact, if you were to lay this drill hole out beside drill holes that pierce the Pogo gold mine itself, I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference. To me, it looks absolutely identical. I've seen holes from Pogo, and this one looks just the same in the character and style of the mineralization. Now, I have to be careful about these statements. Just because it looks just like a gold mine next door does not necessarily mean that Millrock's discovered a mine. But I would say we are highly encouraged by what we've seen on a visual basis. I don't want to over-promote this, and I don't want to be too hopeful because it all comes down to the assay results, and you never really know until you have those results in hand. But certainly on a visual basis, we're quite encouraged by what we've seen.
Mr. Beischer, for someone listening that wants to get more information on Millrock Resources, please share the contact details.
Yes, of course. You can contact Melanie Henderson of Investor Relations at Millrock, and you can easily get her contact information from our website, and that's www.millrockresources.com.
Millrock Resources trades on the TSXV symbol MRO and on the OTCQB symbol MLRKF. Millrock Resources is a sponsor of Proven and Probable, and we are proud shareholders for the virtues conveyed in today's message. And as a reminder, I'm a licensed representative for Miles Franklin Precious Metals Investments, where we provide a number of options to expand your precious metals portfolio, from physical delivery, offshore depositories, precious metal IRAs, and private blockchain distributed ledger technology. Call me directly at 855-505-1900. That number again is 855-505-1900, or you may email Maurice at milesfranklin.com. Finally, please subscribe to provenandprobable.com, where we provide mining insights and bullion sales. Subscription is free. Gregory Beischer of Millrock Resources, thank you for joining us today on Proven and Probable.
The information presented on Proven and Probable is provided for educational and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information is not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice, or any other advice. You should not make any financial, investment, or trading decision based on any of the information presented without first undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or competent financial advisor.